A voice he hadn't expected startled Junpei from his examination of the pocket watch.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I actually really expected Ace to be the one that would be talking to us. He spun around to find Ace standing in the doorway. Junpei shrugged and handed him the pocket watch.
Hey, man. What are you doing over in this room?
Hey, man.
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
Kind of like... Is he like spying on us? I mean, I'm not really that bothered by it, aside from I feel like he's wasting time.
Well, not a problem, but... That's a lie. I wanted to get rid of Ace. I sent him to the wheelhouse at the beginning for a reason. I wanted to talk to Clover alone.
Probably get a feel for who would have wanted to murder Snake, I guess.
There's something I want to ask her. And I don't want anyone to overhear us. I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around.
Okay, I get it.
I'm a little desperate to send him back, quick. He has to leave.
Ace opened his mouth, then took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared on his face.
Oh, I see. Of course.
Ace is, he's a smart one. He looked Junpei over, then glanced at Clover.
I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
Okay, now I'm not sure if he understands what we're after. Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder and left. Does he think that we're, like, interested in Clover? Junpei let out a sigh and brushed a few drops of sweat from his forehead. He turned and found himself looking straight into Clover's eyes. She'd heard what Ace had said. She regarded Junpei with caution.
What was that about?
She was clearly suspicious, and with good reason.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Junpei's eyes widened, and he held up his hands in a gesture of innocence.
Oh, no, it's not like that.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
We're talking about the Egyptian mummy.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
Oh, right. Clover bit her lip. She stared down at the floor for several long moments, and when she spoke, it was barely audible.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just not in the mood, okay?
Probably it involved Snake, right?
You understand, right? I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother? I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So...
Her shoulders were shaking. Drops of blood had sprung up on her lips where she was biting them. She wiped it off and looked at Junpei, her eyes fierce and angry.
Junpei, who do you think did it?
Her voice was cold and scarcely above a whisper. Junpei gulped.
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors, and if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out.
Good point. Good point. I don't know why I didn't think of that before.
Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
You mean
Right.
it could have been 4 people?
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later.
What? Don't tell me later. This is important. You gotta tell us now.
Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
What? That is weird.
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
Junpei crosses arms in thought. Snake's bracelet number was 2. Which 2 bracelet numbers added to 2 would give a digital root of 3? Oh, do I have to actually figure this out? Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got digital root of 3. I think... oh, man. Ace and Santa. Let's just go through all of them. So Ace and Santa, Ace is 1, so that would give us 3, plus Santa, that would give us 6, so no. So not Ace and Santa. Ace and June would just give us 7. We're looking for 3. So not Ace and June. Then we get 8. We get 8 with 7. And 9 with Lotus, right? We just keep increasing by 1. Oh, hold on a second. No, sorry, that's not right. That's not right. Ace and June would be 1 and 6. So that's 9. That still wouldn't work. And then Ace and 7, that would be 10. So that would give 1, so that's a no. Lotus would give us 11, so that would be 2. That's a no. Santa in June. That's 5, so that would be 1, so no. Santa and 7. 3 plus 7, that's 10. Plus 2, that would be 3. Right? So Santa and 7. Let me just double check this. Makes 2. Plus Santa. It's 5. Plus 7, that's 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So let's go Santa and 7.
Would it be Santa and 7?
2 plus 3 plus 7 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3.
The digital root for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
Question is there another way to get it? Is there another way to get 3?
What's wrong?
Clover looked at Junpei and he looked back at her. There was no point in hiding it.
Well, I thought about it, and...
He told her his conclusions.
That's what I thought.
She looked less surprised than he'd expected.
Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
Hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions? Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities?
He didn't have an answer. He was ready to admit defeat when Clover spoke.
Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Clover put her hand out expectantly.
Yeah, here.
Okay, this should be interesting. I want to hear this. Junpei pulled out his pen and pad of paper and handed them to her. She opened the notebook and wrote down several simple addition problems. Eventually, she had 8, which provided a digital root of 3. Okay, so she's worked out all of them. Yeah, gotcha.
What's this?
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people.
I assume we could scratch out the ones with her.
These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Oh, I see.
Junpei?
Unless she's like really, really, you know, putting us on and she's 0. It's possible. She knows a lot about this place. Who knows? But maybe, you know, this could be part of her plan. Oh, God. This game is messing with my mind!
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
I mean, we didn't really see what we were doing during all this either, so it's possible it's us, but I really hope the game doesn't go down that road.
Of course. Why would you need to ask that?
Really?
Yeah.
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
And those are the ones with us.
Of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So, what does that leave?
A and E.
Okay, so who's that? That's Ace, Santa, and June. Or if June's not involved, it's Ace, Santa, 7, and Lotus. I really, like, once again, Lotus and 7 are not getting along. I feel like they wouldn't work together unless they're really putting on an act. So it's got to be A is the only real, I think, likely possibility. That would involve June, which of course we trust implicitly. And also she put up such a fight for Ace. It's like she was willing to murder someone so like casually, unless she's really acting. It's hard to believe. Santa and 7 is like the most likely answer.
Wait, it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah.
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Do you know what this means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Do you think that's likely?
Also, it's like, if they're all working together, we're screwed. What is the... Okay. Oh, shit. Wait, what does that add up to? 10, 11, plus 8. That's 19. 1 plus 9 would end up being 10, so that would be 1. So the 4 of them can't get out. Oh, plus 2, though. Yeah. Oh, no, that's Snake. So it's unlikely that they would be working together because they couldn't even get out together. like a combination of people that would totally be working together would have to, like, their combo would have to add up to 9, right? The other part of it is if they're going to make some kind of pact, their combos would have to allow them to get through whatever door would lead to 9. Ace did say he was willing to sacrifice himself, though. If Ace is willing to sacrifice himself, Santa, 7, and Lotus could get through door number 9 and come back to save him. He's already shown that he's willing to sacrifice himself, so okay. I'm convinced that that could happen, aside from the fact that Lotus and 7 don't really appear to be getting along. But Lotus is, like, a bit of a, like, instigator. She might have been able to convince them, even though they're not getting along, to do it so they could get out alive. This is tough.
If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
They might if they needed us to get through some of the other doors.
Well, you do have a point.
And besides, if Ace and 7 are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything.
Could be because they needed you to get into here.
If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Her voice was calm, but Junpei had only to look her in the eye to know it was a forced calm. There were tears forming at the corners of her eyes, and she was blinking furiously to keep them back. Perhaps by attempting an objective analysis of who might have killed her brother, she had been able to distance herself from the harsh reality of his death. The more she struggled to act unconcerned, the more Junpei felt his heart tighten.
Oh, I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
So if it was Santa and 7, that's 10. In order to get out, they'd need Lotus to get out of door 9.
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and 7.
That's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
But then there's this whole, like, wrinkle of one of them being 0, right? And it doesn't really matter if they can get out. Then this game is really messing with my mind. There was a moment of silence.
Their motive.
He laid his hand gently on her shoulder. He was close, so close to the answer. When Ace chose the worst possible moment to return, he raised a knowing eyebrow and then spoke. Has he been listening in?
Have I interrupted something?
Nah, he still thinks we're trying to, I don't know, get something going with her.
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
He turned on his heel and walked back toward the wheelhouse.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Junpei looked over at Clover. He gave her a short nod, hoped that she would be willing to talk to him again later, and followed Ace.
What did you want to talk about?
Ace looked at Junpei and smiled. Perhaps more of a smirk than a smile.
There was something I wanted to check.
Yeah? What's that?
Does he want to, like, have a conversation about the same thing?
If you'll excuse me.
With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's vest. He's gonna find out that we were bullshitting about the number.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just checking.
No, stop!
He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. In the older man's hand were the pieces of paper Junpei had balled up and hidden in his pocket. Now they're all gonna suspect us. Oh god. And rightfully so. Kind of, I don't know. Like they've been trusting us the most, and I don't really understand why. There's no reason for them to trust us. Oh god, this changes everything.
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket? You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care.
Okay.
I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then, why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Ace smiled, gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder again, and then turned on his heel and left. Classy. Ace is now one of my favorite characters. I like how they kind of started off by making everyone relatively likable, and then they're gradually showing us like their darker side, or their more manipulative side. Wow, that's really cool. It was a small defeat, but it was a defeat. Junpei had lost the upper hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense.
Damn.
Oh, now we're in here. Were we? I guess we were done with the other room. Oh, this isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. A compass. It appears to be broken, however. You see, the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. We have the pocket watch right now. The helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. Good point. Some windows? Another room on the other side of the window. That's it. Oh! There's some sort of square device embedded in this door. It says lock in bright red letters. Oh, that symbol, like, that outline is like the pocket watch. Looks like this is some sort of lock. It's got a weird shaped indentation on it. Huh? This shape. Maybe? It does look like the pocket watch would fit here. Nothing. I imagine the pocket watch is intended to go in there. However, we may need to do something with the watch first. Maybe it's related. Could be related to these like instructions that we found earlier. Full, half slow, full, half dead, stop. The southwest, 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 northwest, east, north. What was this again? 5 minutes, 39 seconds past 10 o'clock. Is that where the watch was? I can't remember why I wrote that one down. It's been a little bit since I played. Oops. Can I do anything with the watch right now? The spring. It's not working. Oh, right. Okay. So that is where the watch stopped. Turning the knob does nothing. Looks as though you could move the hands, however. You can only move the hands manually. The knob doesn't work. But we can't do that. I'm assuming we're gonna have to set it to a particular time and then put it in. What is this? Some kind of display? It looks a little like an electronic scoreboard. I imagine it was added recently. What would that be doing here? Let me take a look at the map again. Like, no, no. How do we get into that other room? And why can't I select this? Oh, okay, there's more. Wait, where are we now? Oh, we're in the other room. Okay, how do I get in the other room? That's how you get into the other room. Ah, here we are. An engine order telegraph. They use this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car. Well, it's a little different. This device doesn't connect directly to the engine. This would tell the like the people down below how fast they wanted to go, and they would like adjust how much, I think, coal that they were like shoveling into the engines. In short, it's a transmitter. Navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and it sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of it which can be moved back and forth too. Hold on. Huh? There's no handle. You're right, there isn't. It looks as though it was deliberately removed. So yeah, this would kind of send the order to the engine, and it was somehow it was implemented there using the machinery and whatever the fuel. I need to find a replacement handle. Okay. Another compass. And what destiny does it point us to? Really hope you don't think that sounded cool. Ace! Totally defeated. Totally defeated. It's like, I've been working on that line since we got here. It's a wooden board with a circular hole in it. This room is just like the other one. Metal plates bolted over the windows. Heck, not just bolted, it looks like they've been welded on. No way in hell are we gonna get those off anytime soon. Steering wheel. Let's see if it... Whoa! Looks like the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. What's that? Well, when you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship, it's moving. Ha! Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think that's important? Well, let's try turning it again. Okay, so this is probably where the directions come into play. So let's try putting them in. First one was southwest. Oh god. Oh, stop. I see. I was holding the button down. Oh, okay. Southwest. This is awkward. Wait, then it's southwest again? I have to go all the way around? And then it's northwest. Then east. Then north. That's it. Okay. What's the circular holes cut into the board? And that's the whole room. Okay, I want to see... Wait, was there another room there too? What's this? Oh, that's to go into the other part. I'm clearly gonna have to let me just check all this out again. Nothing. Left drawer, let's have a look. Nothing. Nothing in the right drawer. Nothing anymore. It's a light. She doesn't really feel like talking. She's not really paying attention to anything, is she? Mine must be somewhere else. Yeah. Junpei, are you trying to open that door? Forget it, it's pointless. I tried it earlier. Won't open. Okay, so we clearly need to appear. So we need to figure this out. Compass by the home. I mean, I did. Let's just, let's just try it again, I guess. Southwest. Maybe it's like a combination lock, so I'll just keep going in the opposite direction. Northwest. East. North. Nothing's happening. Junpei, this is almost certainly one of Zero's puzzles. There must be a clue here somewhere that will help us solve it. Have you found anything? Perhaps something with the points of the compass on it. Yes, I did. Oh, south and west. It's not southwest, it's south and west. Let me just make sure I got the rest of them right. Turn southwest. Go south and west. Southwest. Northwest. East. North. Okay. I thought that was weird. Okay, let's go south then. Southwest. Northwest. East. North. Doesn't work this time, I have no freaking clue. Oh, I think it did. What the? The handle came off. Hey. Stooping so low, are you, Zero? The handle that came off the steering wheel. Obviously, we're going to use that as the handle for the engine controller. So, I sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits! Excellent. That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Full. Wait, oh, full. This is much better. Half. Slow. Full. Half. Dead. Oh, dead slow. And then it was stop. Yes! Huh? That's weird. I thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. Look! Something's happened on the back wall of the wheelhouse. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. This is gonna be maybe at times or something? There's something on the wall that looks kind of like an arrival board. There are a whole bunch of words on the left side of the display. The hell is this? They're names of ports across the world. I imagine it's showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Departing X, carrier X, flight X at X00. Like that. Oh, I get it. It does look like those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. It looks like only one of those has a time on it, though. The time on the last line, right? 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Perhaps that's the arrival time? Okay, let's try. Let's see if we can manipulate this watch now. Wait, what just happened? Oh, there. Okay, can I not? So I can't move the hands. Wait, maybe we use the watch on this. Digital scoreboard or something like that. On the left side, it's got the names of the ports the ship will stop at along its route. The last line says 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. That must be the estimated time of arrival at the final port. Oh, perhaps? Whoa, what's he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. Hey, he just took my pocket watch. Hey! What the hell are you doing? Just trust me. There we go. But he said the winding wasn't working. Should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you don't need to look so smug about it. Let's see what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Oh, so you changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nodded slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Alright, let's see if this works. Looks like this is some sort of lock. Weird shape. Yep. Yes. It says open now. Good work. Seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Ace is a real positive Pete. Hey, Clover. What? Look, we unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this room. Oh. Well, let's go then. Clover. And we're going to see what's on the other side of this door on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now, and I love you all.